Hello, hello. Welcome to Stripped Down Sunday. This is Soul Evolution Collaborative, and this is our Unchurch Your Church celebration that we do on Sundays. And it's going to be a fun one. We just want to say thank you, as always, to anybody that checks this out, that follows us. Keep it up, man. You're making the world a better place. So we appreciate all of you. All right. So today, this is going to be a fun one. It's been a lot of fun kind of creating this, and I'm going to introduce you to a process that I'm going to call reverse gratitude. So stay tuned. Let's see where this goes. All right. So we are a part of Centers for Spiritual Living, which practices the philosophy of science of mind and spirit. And something that the organization has been doing over this last year is called global themes. So for the month, for anybody that hasn't been keeping up or that's new to this, the monthly theme has been breathe in the view. And the idea is that we take a pause where we're at and take a moment to look back over everything in our life that has contributed to who and what we are and where we've been, where we're going, and what's coming next is the biggest part of this whole theme for me. Really looking forward to the future that we are going to co-create, that we are co-creating all the time. That really we've been doing throughout history in a way of kind of like forcing things to be. We were doers instead of human beings. But moving into this new age, into this shift in consciousness on this planet, it's really about what we coined the term. People have coined the term of the spiritual revolution. We've had the agricultural revolution, the industrial revolution, the information age, all of these things. And now where we are at on this planet, and where we are exactly where we need to be, where we should be, and where we are now is into the spiritual revolution. We are waking up to our divine nature all over this planet. This is the shift in consciousness that people have been talking about for decades. We are going through it, and today we're going to, what I want to talk for this global theme is really looking forward to the future and creating a life of intention. So reverse gratitude. What's this mean? Well, first off, what I want to do is encourage people to really lean into altered states of consciousness, meditation. For people that have meditated a long time, this concept's going to come really easy. But for anybody out there that's maybe never tried it, don't get scared by the word meditation. People get intimidated and get the idea that it's some monk sitting in a cave for hours and hours at a time with no thoughts at all in their head. That's not where I'm going. This meditation, it's simple. It's meditation is maybe not even the best word for it. It's just a way of going within and quieting our outside noise a little bit so that we can tap into something bigger. So the science of mind, that's the basic premise, is that there is a power in the universe greater than we are individually, and we can use it. And that power is part of us. And so through our intention and just opening up to it, we really do have some higher faculties that are available to us. So for this first part of this talk, this is what I want to focus on a little bit, is opening up to this higher state of being. So if you're completely unexperienced with any form of meditation, we're just going to try to go within and get an altered state activated. And it's really simple. So if this is new to you, give this a shot. You can close your eyes. I like to do it with my eyes closed. Some people recommend, just like eyes half closed and not really focusing on anything. So you can shift your awareness to peripheral view and not focus or think about anything. So we're just going to kind of relax. So just where you're at, if you're comfortable, as long as you're not driving, take a deep breath. That's the first part. It's just releasing this. And then as you take a deep breath, if you close your eyes, go within and imagine yourself. Where is your pinpoint of consciousness, awareness? Where is your mind? Asking that question and then feeling it, seeing where you can detect yourself and open up to that space around you. Like I'm picturing it inside my head, that there's just a pinpoint of consciousness in a vast space. And then one way to open this is just to open up and ask your higher self to connect. And for a visualization, I picture like an elevator inside my head, and I am that pinpoint of consciousness. And now I am going to allow that elevator to take me up to the top floor. And just through a simple open-mindedness and willingness to explore this, you should, or I shouldn't say should, hopefully you're going to feel a little bit of a shift and a little kind of stilling of everything going around you. And just it's a very subtle kind of thing where we go up. So this is a practice that I want to encourage you to do as often as you can. Really, you can do this all within under a minute and let it go. But now working towards this idea of reverse gratitude and breathing in the view. Our weekly theme this week for breathing in the view, for the monthly theme, the weekly title is Celebrating the Triumphant Journey. So what I want to do is, while you just get yourself slightly shifted in your mental awareness, we're going to celebrate all the things in our life that have gotten us right to where we are. A great way to do this is to have a notebook or maybe a Word doc open, or notes in your phone, anything that just allows you to write down. So this first part of it, I want to celebrate the triumphant journey of your entire life. Think about all the different things that have gotten you right to where you are. Everything you've experienced has contributed to who and what you are right now. Write down lots of accomplishments, as much time as you can put into this. If you're able to put an hour into it, great. If you're able to put 5 minutes into it, great. Whatever it is, but go through and just write down things that come into your mind when you're in this state. Listen and pay attention to that, because the ideas that come up, when you're in a slightly elevated state of consciousness, you are connecting to your subconscious mind, the part that's kind of underneath, that's behind, that just watches. We call it the witness consciousness. And just write down what comes to mind. And it can be anything from, over the course of your life, you learned to tie your shoes, you learned to walk, after falling down many times, you got back up and you tried again and again. Things like this throughout your life, all of it has led to where you are. Myself, I think, my greatest triumphs in life is really just being here. I won't go too deep into all the emotions, all my mental lack of coping skills that I've experienced way back, from the beginning of the time when I was, beyond 8 years old. All the different things for me to sit here where I'm at right now, having gone through a whirlwind of self-inflicted pain and experience that I've had. I feel pretty good that I'm alive and I'm here, and that's amazing. And I can look back at all the little things that I've done, and I'm going to just put these down as little ideas of gratitude for this triumphant journey of where I am, where I've been able to go. And what we're doing, leading towards this idea of reverse gratitude, is we are programming ourselves to recognize the things that we appreciate. And as we recognize that, the more deeply we can experience it, the more powerful the process is. And the main part of it, as we visualize, we can picture it. We can, what did it sound like? What did it look like? Maybe there's taste involved with one of your accomplishments, little things like that. But the most important part is, what did it feel like right here? This is where we process our emotions. What did it feel like? And the more you can lean into this feeling, the deeper you're tapping into your creative nature. So developing this habit, I want this process to start off for you, going over your whole life experience. And then I want to take it into the idea that every day, as much or as little as you're able to contribute, even if it's only 1 minute before you go to bed, and maybe you can only think of like one thing you're appreciative of from the day, that's cool. But the more things that you can do to write down, into a gratitude journal, the better. It's opening up this field. Now, most people that are listening to this, I shouldn't say most, a lot of people that are listening to this have heard the idea of a gratitude journal. It's everywhere nowadays. It is mainstream. People see this all over the place. And that will have all the benefits that you know about for gratitude journaling, of, elevating your mood, programming your subconscious mind, your reticular activating system to be on the lookout for more things to be grateful for. All that's great. And right there, that's enough reason to do a gratitude journal in itself. or even just, some people are opposed to journaling, just a practice of, asking yourself every night before you fall asleep, what are three things that you want to be grateful for, and feeling into it. But now this is where I want to take it to a different angle, and this is reverse gratitude. So in the science of mind, we talk about how much mind is influencing our experience. The thoughts you hold, the things you think about, the things that you put into your subconscious mind create your reality and create the reality for all those around us, including and up to the collective consciousness that we are all from the one mind. We hold a lot of value and importance on our thoughts and keeping aware of our thoughts and intentional with our thoughts. So this idea for reverse gratitude really inspired me from Neville Goddard, they coined a term called Nebulize. And we're talking about the law of attraction. And, the things that you think about come to you. What you think comes back. And everything's a reflection of what's in your consciousness. And so Neville Goddard really talked about, in order to manifest what it is that you would like to bring into your life, or Ernest Holmes, talked about affirmative prayer, spiritual mind treatment. And it's a way of praying to bring a manifestation, or a demonstration is what we call it, into your life, is to really feel as if it's already a done deal. So reverse gratitude, getting into the reason I wanted you to get into the idea of journaling and thinking about your gratitude is so that you are in the habit and recognition of what it feels like when you celebrate your triumphant journey, when you celebrate the things that have already come, then you know what it feels like to celebrate. So then reverse gratitude, as you think about what you want to experience in your life going forward, as we look forward, what is it that you want to experience? And then even stretching into the collective consciousness, what do you want humanity to experience? What would a harmonious, peaceful, equitable earth look like? And so using this reverse gratitude, look forward to what it is you want to see, and then open up to the gratitude. Create yourself real, sincere, and genuine appreciation in your mind for that thing that you are going to manifest or demonstrate, as if it's already done. And having this habit of gratitude, you know what it feels like. So it's a mental game. It's imagination, it's acting. We're really just activating our subconscious mind to really trick ourselves into thinking that this has already been done. That's one thing that we know about the mind, is it doesn't know the difference between, a memory or the actual activity. And it doesn't know the difference about a visualization and the actual experience of it. That in our mind, it's all the same. So if you can get yourself looking forward to what that is that you want to experience, and then go into that state of gratitude and journal it. Journal the thing that you're grateful for that you're going to experience down the road. I'm so grateful that I remember to be peaceful and patient. I'm so grateful that we are seeing more ways of supporting all of the people on our planet, that we are opening up to realize that greed and hoarding of money and resources is no longer sustainable, that we are now seeing that when we help out the people around us that need the help the most, that really we're helping the all. Whatever it is you want to visualize for the future, gratitude it. You can, like I say, use the journal or just imagine it. So we're really turning this into a process. And this all leads to this idea of a spiritual revolution, recognizing the energetic nature of this physical reality of why we're here, and knowing that you can't get it wrong. So leaning into believing the power of our mind to create a reality is where this all begins. And as you continue to do this, you shift your vibration, you shift into a state of wellness, of mental wellness, of optimism. And then you begin to act like that. And people around you, it rubs off. Because right now on this planet, we really are at kind of at a crossroads of which way we are going to go. And we see it constantly, the fear, the worry. And I understand it's a huge thing, but I want to encourage us to really lean into what it is that we want to experience and then believe that it's possible. And how do we know that it's possible? How do we know that mankind, humankind, is going to move forward in a way and get over these challenges that we face right now? We know it because we always have. That's the way that humankind is that we rise up when we need to. So use this to develop this optimism and know that you hold power, mental power in this thing bigger than you, that you can draw it in and share it with everyone. Really nevelize what it is that you want to believe. So one last thing that I want to leave you with. When you go with, look back, when you do this like full life kind of gratitude thing, and just recognize all the things that you have gone through, gotten through, that you've accomplished, that you've done, looking at all of that and feeling gratitude forward, recognize that moving forward, as you look, okay, again, looking back, recognizing that like everything that you have done has gotten you right to where you are. This is related to that idea of if I had to do it all over again, I wouldn't change a thing, because every single experience is part of learning, part of our growth and moving forward. So now as we look forward, recognize that same thing in advance. 20 years from now, when you look back, everything that happened up until that point contributed to who you will be in 20 years. So recognize you can't get it wrong. That's the greatest thing ever. Pull yourself back in that consciousness and look at the universe, see what it looks like from the outside. We are only here to express, experience, explore, open up, and this is an eternal process. So go easy on yourself. Recognize you can't get it wrong. So why not dream big? Take some chances. Get out there, visualize, and ask yourself, what would my highest self like to experience? How can I show up in this world and make the difference for one person? How can I make the difference in my neighborhood? How can I make the difference at work? How can I make the difference for myself? And asking these questions and dreaming big, because as we open up within ourselves, that's what the world needs, is more people to open up into that higher nature. So let's really get into this idea of the spiritual revolution and do our spiritual work. If you don't like that term, that's cool. Call it mental work, mental fitness. It's all just going within and tapping and shifting your consciousness a little bit each day that contributes to a more rounded experience of life. And it will open doors, it will open experiences, and it will open your heart, and life only expands from there. So there is so much power in our mental work, but we have to do it. We have to start taking those steps on a regular basis and really opening up to the belief that as we do this, that thing that I talk about that's bigger than us comes right along with us and opens up in bigger and better ways. And that is a way of being to create this shift on this planet that we are here to experience and express. So right there from where we are, if you're comfortable, go ahead and close your eyes and let's go in and raise our vibration. Take a deep breath. Release physical tension. And then invite yourself to go up within, like as if you were climbing to the top of a mountain inside your head, going up into this higher state, recognizing that there is something bigger than you, something bigger than me, something that is bigger than all of us combined, and that it is us, and we are able to use this thing and be this. So as we acknowledge that we are that, let's acknowledge that the human race is resilient, and on this planet we are right now on the cusp of a new way of being. And so opening up to inspiration and ideas, ways to share more with the masses, recognizing that as we abundantly share what this world provides for us, that it opens up to even more of that for us to all experience. So as we break down the ways of hoarding and controlling and storing and wasting, that we open up into ways to share together in an equitable fashion, through kindness, through harmony, through abundance and generosity, that we recognize those who have been oppressed and allow them to come to the table, to know that we are all in this together in one way of being, that we look forward to this way and open up with thanks and gratitude and appreciation, knowing that as we feel this already happening right now in the mind, in the mental blueprint of our future, it's already there as we are able to see it. And so offering thanks and appreciation for this 20 years of journey that we have just gone through. We are now in this future place, looking back at all the things that have led us to be here and appreciate the magic, the help that has shown up when we needed it, the way of being in this new earth consciousness, giving thanks for all the people around us that woke up, all the people's leading industries, leading countries that woke up and recognized that as we work and take care of the least among us, that we all gain and prosper, recognizing that the old ways of the past of greed and hoarding no longer work, and replace that with true generosity, true sharing, allowing everyone to receive that which is called to them, knowing that as we do this, perfect distribution, perfect ways, perfect right being unfolds so that everybody lives and thrives in their way of being, in their gifts to this planet, so that the right people are doing the right jobs, the right functions at the right time, and really creating a way where we open up 1,000 fold to more creativity, more imagination, more exploration, and intentional creation. That it all begins in mind. And that is where we are at right now, that this consciousness is unfolding, opening up, and calling to us. And I give thanks for each and every person that has woken up into this new way of being and is sharing their own personal gifts in ways beyond anything that I could possibly imagine. So through that deep gratitude for each and every person on this planet, each and every person hearing this message, and for this greater thing, this thing greater than us, of which we are a part of, that which is us, I just say thanks for it all. And what a beautiful experience this is. And so cement this and hammer this in and set this intention to live this practice day by day by saying, and so it is, and so it is. So thank you very much for participating today. If you resonate with this idea of creating a new world, a new way of being, follow us, Soul Evolution Collaborative. Go to the website, sign up, subscribe, come join us for the gathering on Thursday nights. It's a very powerful experience. Check out Truth Be Told on Tuesday nights. If you feel called to support ministries like this or this particular one, we appreciate and welcome all financial gifts that you're able to give. There is a donate to Soul Evolution Collaborative button on the website. We are 100% funded by donations by people like you, and it is tax deductible, all that good stuff. So thanks for just being alive. Thanks for opening your mind to bigger ways of being, and be well. One last thing I forgot to announce. So we are celebrating the season of light through all of December. So go to the website, soulevolutioncollaborative.org, and check out our month of December, 31 days of celebrating light in different aspects. It's going to have a brief reading. We will be live each night right after sunset-ish to have our daily thing, and then you're going to have an activity that you can participate in the next day, and part of just celebrating the month of December and creating and opening up to more light. All right, I hope I hit everything. If not, it's on the website. Go check it out. Thank you, everybody. Much love, much peace, much light. Thank you.